This is the furnace I used for as long as it would let me. It's a Hardin HD 234 SS for stainless steel because the body is. As you can tell, it's in pretty darn good condition. There's not even much as far as scorch here, and the majority of that is because of the graphite crucible, because it is just one big pencil lead and it sheds itself all over the place whenever you touch it. This right here is aluminosilicate. It can handle up to 5,000 degrees. The furnace itself is supposed to have been able to go up to 2100 Fahrenheit, I believe it was. And I had troubles getting it over 1900, which means I really wouldn't be able to melt copper, but it's supposed to be able to melt gold and silver. So there's some issue with how hot it was able to go. But the main problem I had with it is the fact that it would fire up about 5 times and then it would start arcing. When it arced, it flipped the circuit breaker, shut itself off, and I know I used it properly, especially in the beginning when you get these. There's always this talk of, well, at least what I was reading, you don't fire it up all the way the first time. You give it a heating to maybe, I think it was a third or halfway to full heat, and you let it cool down after each use. So I always did that. I let it cool down until sometimes it was a couple of weeks, sometimes it was the next day. Mind you, I only had 5 uses out of it, but I never turned it on when it was still warm. Just a habit I picked up from using projectors. Even though it's completely different technology, it's just a habit. Now, the furnace itself was like $400. So if I got 5 uses out of it, that means it was $80 a use. And I only got 16 ingots out of it. Totally not worth it. All I can say is I did try to contact the company. I bought it right through Amazon, and it has no warranty. So, unfortunately, it's a total loss. They did try to work with me. They tried to give me replacement parts. Unfortunately, this thing is extremely difficult to work with. I was able to get the back off, and I can fix things. I don't have a problem with fixing electronic devices or anything like that, but this is of a different design of anything I've worked with. At any rate, I wasn't able to get it fixed. So it is a $400 paperweight at this point. I've tried to reach out to them to see if they can do anything else just to help me out, see if I can find a place that would fix it for me, and I received just their ignorance, as in ignoring me. So I would suggest don't buy that. I won't buy another Hardin product as a result. The reason I've had a delay in videos with going beyond just shredding is because I need to get a new furnace, but I'm also not at home very often. I'm an over-the-road truck driver. So the few little bit of time that I get home, it's great to do stuff, but it's also going to be expensive to get a new furnace. So that's why there's been a huge gap. So just wanted to put a little bit more up about the furnace to warn people to stay away. Thanks a lot. Like and share if you want. Not much of an interesting video, but I hope it helps somebody not buy a piece of junk.